How are we, lads? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to round 6 of the NRL. It's going to be a great round of footy, man. Couple of big games this weekend. Storm and the Roosters Friday night. Blockbuster game there. Two premiership heavyweights. Raiders and Eels on Saturday night. Two quality sides as well. There's a lot of cracking games this weekend. But as always, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. But hey, as always, let's get straight into it, man. Round 6 of the NRL. It all kicks off on Thursday night. It is between the Brisbane Broncos and the Penrith Panthers up at Suncorp Stadium. 7:50 on Thursday night. The Panthers are favourites here at $1.05. The Broncos, they are at $12. Look, I don't want to be rude to the Broncos, but I only see this game going one way, and I believe the Panthers are going to run amok up at Suncorp Stadium on Thursday night. The Panthers will win this game, and they will win this game well. I just can't see the Broncos winning. The Broncos have been very ordinary this year, as we know. The Panthers, they are looking like a premiership contender every single time they play. They are so hard to beat. I think the Panthers will win this game well on Thursday night, so I'm going to tip the Panthers to win by about 40 points. I'm gonna go the Panthers 44 points to 4, and I reckon Isaiah Yeo will be the man of the match. So Panthers to win 44-4, Panthers by 40, Isaiah Yeo for man of the match. Friday night at 6 o'clock at McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle. It is the Knights up against the Sharks. Both teams are $1.90 each here. Now Newcastle, they were a little bit poor against the Gold Coast last week up at Seabass, and as for the Sharks, well, they led pretty much the whole game against the Roosters, and then they fell asleep in the last 20 minutes and could not ice the game. The Sharks have got dramas at the moment with the whole coaching saga. John Morris apparently has been sacked as of right now, so a lot of distractions going on at Cronulla. Newcastle got a lot of injuries. It makes this game very hard to tip. I'm going to go for the Newcastle Knights to win. I don't like tipping the Sharks with all this drama with the coaching and all that, so I think it will affect the players. So I'm going to tip Newcastle to beat Cronulla on Friday night by 4. I'm going to go Newcastle to win 18 points to 14. And I'm going to go Mitchell Barnett for man of the match. The other game Friday night, well, it's an absolute blockbuster, isn't it? It is the Melbourne Storm up against the Sydney Roosters. 7:50 on Friday night at Amy Park in Melbourne. The Storm, they are favourites here at $1.35. The Roosters are at $3.25. Unbelievable price there for the Roosters. Now, look, Melbourne, they've been great, as we all know. They have had a couple losses early this year as well. The Roosters, well, you know, they did well last week to get out of jail against the Sharks. But for this game, I'm going to go for an upset. I'm going to go the Roosters to beat the Storm in Melbourne on Friday night. And you know what? I don't think the Roosters will just win. I reckon the Roosters can go down to Amy Park on Friday night and they can beat the Melbourne Storm well. I think the Roosters have a better fullback than the Melbourne Storm. They've got, in my opinion, the Roosters have got better players around the whole park than the Melbourne Storm. If the Roosters go down there with the right mentality on Friday night, I believe the Roosters can win well Friday night against the Storm. So I'm going for a bit of an upset. Roosters to win 13 plus against the Storm. I'm going to go the Roosters by 16. I'm going to go with a scoreline of the Roosters to win 26 points to 10. I just think the Roosters, their forward pack can get the job done. Tedesco, we all know what he can do. He's the best player in the world for crying out loud. I'm going the Roosters to win 26 points to 10. And I reckon Victor Radley will be the man of the match in that game Friday night. So Roosters to win. Super Saturday all begins at 3 o'clock at Mudgee, Glen Willow Park. The Manly Seagulls versus the Gold Coast Titans. Now, the Titans are favourites here at $1.45. Manly at $2.70. I know Tommy Turbo's back for Manly. I know the Gold Coast have been up and down 2-2 to start the year. For this game, I'm going to tip the Titans only because I think I have more faith in the Titans than I do Manly at this current stage of the season. Wouldn't be shocked if Manly did win, but I just think right now it's hard to go against the Titans, against sides that have been struggling to start the year. So I'm going to tip the Titans to win on Saturday afternoon by 8. I'm going to go the Titans to win 24 points to 16. And I reckon AJ Brimson will be the man of the match. The other game on Saturday at 5:30 at Stadium Australia. The Rabbitohs up against the West Tigers. The Rabbitohs are $1.20 here. The Tigers at $7. Look, a bit like the Panthers-Broncos game. Short and sweet. Souths will win this game very well. Souths have been pretty good to start the year. Tigers, they've been diabolical. They've been pretty bad. But they lost against the Cowboys last week in honour of Tommy Raudonikis. The Tigers let the jersey down. They were disappointing. I think Souths will win well here on Saturday. So I'm going to tip the Rabbitohs to win by about 36 points. I'm going to go the Rabbitohs 42 points to 6. And I reckon Cody Walker will be the man of the match in that one there. Also on Saturday night at 7:35, big blockbuster game here at GIO Stadium in Canberra. The Raiders up against the Eels. The Raiders are $1.65. The Eels are at $2.25. Canberra obviously missing out on Charles Nickel Clockstar. And Parramatta obviously missing out on Dylan Brown. For this game, it's going to be a tight one. Parramatta haven't won in Canberra for about 16, 17 years or something. It's been a while. I think Canberra will bounce back. I thought Canberra were a little bit embarrassed last week against Penrith. I thought they were outplayed a little bit. Canberra obviously will need to respond. I think they will. I'm going to go Canberra by 10. It should be a really good game now on Saturday night. So I'm tipping the Raiders to win by 10. I'm going to go 24 points to 14. Should be a good game of football, but Raiders to win 24-14. And I'm going to go George Williams for the man of the match. And now Sunday football. Back to the 2 o'clock time slot. Bloody beauty. I love this time slot. Sunday, 2 o'clock at Nostrada Jubilee at Cogra. Dragons and the Warriors. Dragons are $1.45. Warriors at $2.75. This should be a good game, this one, I think. The Dragons, obviously I've started the year very well. And the Warriors have been up and down, as always. Look, for this game, I can't go past the Dragons. They're in great form. Until the Dragons, lose again, it's really hard to go against them. So I'm going to tip the Dragons to win this game by about 6. Should be a close game. The Warriors will be up for it. So I'm going the Dragons by 6. I'm going to go with a scoreline of 28 points to 22. I think it will be a high-scoring game on Sunday afternoon. So Dragons to win 28-22. And I reckon Zach Lomax will be the man of the match. And the final game of the round, Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock, Queensland Country Bank Stadium up there in Townsville. The Cowboys and the Bulldogs. Cowboys $1.45. The Bulldogs at $2.75. This is a tough game to pick. The Bulldogs are desperate. They are due for a win. The Cowboys, they had their first win of the season last week against the West Tigers. The Cowboys will probably, they'll probably farewell Michael Morgan, who retired this week up in Townsville. I'm guessing Michael Morgan's jersey will probably get a presentation and all that, So, look, for this game, I'm going to tip the Cowboys to win. It should be a close game. Bulldogs are not going to be a pushover. They are getting due, and they are desperate for a win. So, I'm tipping the Cowboys to win. I'm going to go the Cowboys by 7. I'm going the Cowboys by 7. I'll go with a scoreline of 21 points to 14. And I'll go Jason Taumalolo for man of the match if he plays. But, guys, they're my tips for round 6 of the NRL. I've gone the Panthers, the Knights, the Roosters, the Titans, the Rabbitohs, the Raiders, the Dragons, and the Cowboys. Good luck with your tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.